Oh, hi! How are you doing? Welcome to another lesson of Master Everyday English. In today's lesson, as you can see, we're in the kitchen. And there's a reason for that, because today's lesson is all about idioms connected to cooking. So we're not going to do the whole lesson from my kitchen, but we are going to talk about kitchen and cooking words, and we're going to discuss 10, that's right, 10 idioms in English that are connected to the kitchen and to cooking. The first word we're going to look at is the word cook. This is cook, to cook. But the idiom that we're going to look at today is to cook from scratch. What we mean by cook from scratch is to cook from the basic ingredients and to cook everything from the beginning without having anything pre-prepared. Here's an example sentence. Liz is a great cook. She always cooks her meals from scratch. The next word connected to cooking is fry. This is fry. The idiom using the word fry is bigger fish to fry. What we mean by bigger fish to fry is to have more important things to do, or to have more interesting things to do with your time. Here's an example. Our boss doesn't come to the meetings. He has bigger fish to fry. The next word connected to cooking is a pinch. This is a pinch. A very common idiomatic expression that we use is a pinch of salt, or to take with a pinch of salt. What we mean by take with a pinch of salt is not to take something too seriously, or not to completely believe something. Here's an example. Jill has some very strong opinions, but I take her with a pinch of salt. The next word is simmer. This is what we mean by simmer. It basically means to allow something to continue to cook, to continue to boil. We often use it in the idiom simmer down. And what we mean by simmer down is to basically to calm down, to relax after being angry about something. Here's an example. After the argument, everybody just needed to simmer down. Boil. This is to boil. An idiom connected to the word boil is to boil over. And what we mean by boil over is to get very angry or to get violent. And this is the opposite really of simmer down. Simmer down, relax. Boil over, get angry. Here's an example. We need to take Dan outside before he boils over. Another idiom connected to the word boil is boil down to, or to boil down to something. And what we mean by to boil down to is to come to the base or the basic reason for something. Here's an example. It boils down to this. Our car is broken and we need a new one. The next word is bake. This is bake. But when we use the word bake in the idiom half-baked, what we mean is not properly planned out or not properly developed, especially when we think about our ideas. Here's an example. Don't ask Bill for any advice. He's always got these half-baked ideas. To grill. This is grill. But what we mean by grill someone is to interrogate someone or ask them a lot of questions. Here's an example. The police grilled the man about the stolen money. The next word is stew. And stew is basically to allow a liquid to cook for a long time. Something like this. But when we use the word stew in the idiom to stew over something, what we mean is to be annoyed about something or to think negatively about something for a long time. Here's an example. Sue's upstairs stewing over our conversation. Cut. This is to cut. We use the word cut in the idiom cut and dried. And what we mean by cut and dried is following a set procedure or to follow a specific plan. Here's an example. Everything seems cut and dried with the new contracts. Okay, and there you have it. 10 idioms all connected to cooking. Let's just quickly review them. We had the word cook and cook from scratch. Cook from scratch, cook from the beginning with the raw ingredients. Fry, have bigger fish to fry, meaning you have something more important to do with your time. A pinch. We use this in a pinch of salt. And we said a pinch of salt means to not take something or someone too seriously. Simmer. To simmer down. We said to simmer down is to calm down after being angry or aggressive. The opposite of simmer down was to boil over. And we said boil over means to get angry or to get aggressive. Another idiom with boil was boil down to. And boil down to meant to come to the foundation or the basic reasoning for something. Bake and half-baked. And the idiom half-baked means it's not properly thought through. It's not completely developed as an idea. Grill. To grill someone means to ask them a lot of questions, to interrogate them. Stew. And to stew over something means to be annoyed about something or to think very negatively about a previous conversation. Cut and dried. And cut and dried as an idiom basically means that you've followed a very specific or a completely set procedure to do something. 10 idioms all connected to cooking. That's it for today. I'm going to get back to my kitchen and finish cooking my dinner. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you enjoyed the lesson, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and like this video. And if you want to see more of these kind of videos, please click to subscribe. I produce new videos every week.